You're listening to the Sanspants Network.
Borderlands? It's called Borderlands? The movie?
It's just called Borderlands.
Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Baseless Speculation, all the pop culture news and other research so you don't have to. I'm Joel.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm Joel.
Now boys, what do we think is going to happen in Borderlands?
It's like Christmas has come early for me.
Yeah.
Because as someone who, if you listened or watched to last week's episode, you know how I feel about Deadpool.
Yeah.
And I'm living in an era where every movie is Deadpool.
I think he's largely neutral toward anything. Yeah. Something like that.
Every
Who can
movie's
say?
Deadpool now, and that's awesome. Hollywood's
Every movie
got-
for a bit was Bad Boys. Now every movie is Deadpool.
Every movie is Deadpool. Hey.
Was Deadpool Bad Boys for a bit?
No.
Deadpool was
Okay.
always Deadpool. You must give her credit for that.
Yeah.
It was never Bad Boys.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Deadpool. Oh, yeah. Everything's Deadpool and everything's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. And Borderlands is Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Deadpool.
And it's Deadpool.
Now, as someone who might be unfamiliar,
Yeah.
let's just say a hypothetical member of the audience,
Yeah.
not
You're the audience surrogate.
Yeah.
Shush. Hypothetically, maybe say if one didn't know anything about Borderlands.
Okay.
Literally absolutely nothing. Maybe has seen a cover.
What do you imagine it's about?
I'll give you a hint. The plot of the game
yeah?
is in the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay,
They do describe what the story is in the trailer
Okay.
we just watched.
Okay, because I was gonna maybe half describe the game Payday.
You don't rob
Not
banks in
quite.
Borderlands.
I can kind of see how you got there.
You,
There's a heist element to
well,
it.
because you got to get into a vault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
a vault is at a bank, but
So-
this is a different type of vault.
Yeah.
This is what I think.
Okay.
The Borderlands the game is.
Sure, shoot.
So it is cell shaded.
Right, yes. nicely done.
In similar vibe of I want to say that first person shooter 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe
yeah.
X-Men Legends.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
yeah,
slightly
sure.
less cell shaded than those, but it
okay,
does.
But you're on the money. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pretty close.
It is sort of like a battle royale Fortnite-esque third person shooter.
What do you mean by Fortnite-esque?
Well, he said battle royale.
Yeah,
which
battle
it's
royale.
not.
I don't know where he got that idea.
Yeah.
This is
He
what
said
I'm
it's
telling
like Payday, and then he said it's a battle royale.
Yeah.
You know what
Payday is
Payday
a battle
is?
royale?
Payday is about making a heist or doing a heist in
Yeah.
a bank. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. fair
First
enough.
person shooter.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Borderlands is a third person shooter.
Yep. It's not.
So I'm saying I don't know, and I want to say I don't know if I've Fortnite mixed with Destiny 2 and Payday, and I want to be
Okay.
clear, I have played none of these games.
I think if you remove Fortnite from that,
You're not so
you're actually
far off.
pretty close.
Yeah.
so it's
so
first person.
Yeah.
Borderlands is a first person, and like the Borderlands was
Okay.
part of the games that coined this term. It's a looter shooter.
Yeah, it's a looter shooter.
So
You
basically,
shoot, then you loot.
you kill everything,
Yeah.
you loot, you pick up 16 guns that all look the same, and
Okay.
one's like, oh, this does 44.3
Yeah.
damage, but this one does 44.2 damage,
Yeah.
but it actually shoots at a fire rate of 1.1, and this one shoots at a fire rate of 1.0, so I should...
It's not single player.
No,
Well,
it can be.
It can be single
But
player.
it is designed to
Mostly
be played with more
It's the
friends.
same as Pay. You're actually on the money with the Payday comparison.
Yeah.
'Cause
the
it's-
only bit you were off with really was Fortnite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Battle Royale, which it's
Yeah,
not
Because
even
a battle
yeah,
royale.
right. Because I thought it was like a third person.
No.
But
No.
no, well, genuinely, honestly, very surprised.
Payday is also first person.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Payday, but
Yeah.
third person.
No,
So-
yeah. Fair enough.
Genuinely, I'm shocked that that is first person.
Yeah.
Like I cannot fathom just how shocked I am right now.
Yeah.
Like genuinely surprised.
It's Borderlands for me has always been, and possibly this is colored by my own experience, your worst friend in high school's
Yeah.
favorite video game.
also lot of humor.
Yes, yeah. One of these games that thinks
Yeah.
it's desperately funny.
Like one of the-
but I think it
like-
got worse as the series went on, as far as I know.
Deadpool. It's Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's the same. Oh, you shot me in the penis.
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet. I'm shitting now. Yeah.
And it was my
My
favorite.
name's Mo Fuckwit.
Mauve fuckwit?
Mo Fuckwit.
Dude,
Oh,
you
fuck.
tried so hard to do Deadpool humor and just did our humor, where a character named Mo Fuckwit can't stop shitting. That's not Deadpool.
He got shot in the dick and now he won't stop shitting?
Textbook bad brain boys, dude.
That's actually...
No, fuckwit. I love this guy.
Oh, I got shot and it made me shit. He's like Mo Fuckwit. Mo Fuckwit and shooting me makes me shit my pants.
I'm actually...
I wish that happened in Borderlands.
I think I got that from the trailer of Borderlands, where Claptrap has exactly that happen.
That's
to him.
true,
But his
that's
name's
true.
Claptrap
Not
and
Mo
Mo
Fuckwit.
Mo Fuckwit.
I think Borderlands has far more Invader Zim energy. It's got that sort of like, here's a cute little girl character, and guess what, dude? She's violent as frick.
Is it like, say, 2000 and...
Borderlands came out in 2009, if that helps.
Yeah. I'm like, Invader Zim, like, is this like 2000 and, I want to say 4 or 5 internet comedy? When was Icon has cheeseburger and a cat looking at a burger like the funniest thing?
That's certainly like...
When was that?
That's like the fish crawling out of the primordial soup.
Yeah.
That eventually evolved into the kind of humor that Borderlands
Yeah, because like that's...
Because Borderlands isn't those memes, it's like the next step.
Yeah. It's like...
Okay.
It's post-internet where seeing a man die for real was entertainment.
Yeah.
But
It's not at
it's
the
like-
current level where if you saw Peter Griffin deep-fried T-posing,
Yeah.
and next to him it might say spaghetti.
It would say Spaghetti Greg.
Yeah. We're not at spaghetti Greg level of memes. We're not at a
can have
kind of cheeseburger level of memes. We're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, with
Alright.
past LOL Superman as well.
Yeah.
We're at, like, it's kind of
We're
like...
at like Cyanide and Happiness web comic level
I'm like
vibe.
Yeah.
handsome Squidward level?
No.
No, that's too late.
Too late?
It's more like the scumbag Steve kind of era.
Okay,
I
cool.
think like
Chuck Norris jokes.
Yes,
Got it.
yes,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah,
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm there. Okay, we're 2000.
I feel like the phrase "come to the dark side, we have
2000.
cookies" kind of is also
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
a
right.
little
It's a-
bit more...
Okay.
Look, I
So
will
we're
give...
like 2006, 2007.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
that not Deadpool. Borderlands is like the slightly toothier, like Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Look, most of the first game involves you shooting dogs.
Yeah. No, they're not. They're like monster dogs.
They're called
but still.
Scrags.
Okay.
Because I played this game a lot with a friend in high school because they loved it and I hated it, but whatever. He had the PS3.
Fair enough.
And so, but I played a lot of it, and yet I only ever remember shooting dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember getting to any bigger bosses, and then I remember at one point he was like, "We're gonna take on a really hard enemy," and it was just a huge dog.
Yeah.
So that's kind of bored. That's not bored. You know.
Well,
That could be funny.
In the first part of the first Borderlands game, there's like basically 2 enemies and then variations of that enemies.
And
Yeah.
so,
One's a guy, one's a dog.
and it's a
And there's
monster.
heaps of both.
Okay, it's a monster dog, not like a Dalmatian.
No.
So I'm
It's not a
imagining
husky.
you
Yeah.
shooting like a Dalmatian in this sort of like Mad Max era like world sort
Yeah.
of thing, and
It's
you're like,
like-
shooting a Dalmatian with a collar.
It's like a dog that has a
Okay.
pussy for a head.
Yeah, it's sort of pussy dog.
Because it opens up like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of got like a plant head.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Venus flytrap, sort of like a predator mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Um,
All right. Less funny if it wasn't. If it was an actual
They,
Dalmatian.
they make dog noises.
yeah, they will.
I mean, that's
sort of fucked up. I think if I was in the apocalypse and I saw a dog with a collar, I'd be really scared.
yeah.
Like, I would be like, what's happened here? Has it survived the whole time?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So,
Oh, so it's a set in an apocalyptic.
You're on an alien planet, but it's like a rough kind of apocalypse-themed alien
it's
planet.
basically a Mad Max planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked very Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of a lot of the humor, especially in the first game, is very like Internet Australia
Yeah.
coded. Like it's all desert. People call you mate.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's
No
again
worries,
in
Cobber.
Any
cobbers?
No.
Nah, tragically not.
Come on, you've been online.
I have.
When was the last time you heard someone make fun of Australia and get it right?
There might be some of that in the pre-sequel, awesome name, which is the third one in... No, sorry. Yeah, the third one in the series.
It's both a prequel and a sequel.
Yeah. And that's set on the moon, which is Australia.
Okay. Isn't there like a a D&D one.
Yes, that's one of the DLCs, possibly called Tiny Tina's.
I think
Wonderland?
It's yeah,
Maybe?
I think it's just a full-on game.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
running a D&D. I had so many friends tell me how awesome this was. And
it's
it
like
never sounded awesome
It's like
to me.
Borderlands meets Skyrim,
They would
and
be
you
like,
love
dude,
both.
it's so funny. She does this, and then the character does this, and I would be like, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me forever, you son of a bitch.
At some point, with all the stories across all of our podcasts about how terrible your friends are, do you need to stop and think maybe you're the problem?
No, I don't think that's true. I think they were the problem.
You can't have a group of friends where every single member of the group of friends you think you're above them because you're friends with all of them.
This is just one of those times, Dusha, where I was. I'm here to tell you I was above these people.
Okay, who do I feel more?
Not-
Who do I feel more sorry for and pity and think is more pathetic? The 3 people playing Borderlands who are having a great time, or the one man that for some reason is like, yeah, I'll play, but I think you guys suck and I think this game sucks.
Well, he had the PS3. I had no choice.
You don't have to do it.
Maybe you're the bad friend.
No, I wasn't. 99% of the time, I would agree
Sounds
with
like
you.
he's the bad
Yeah.
friend.
In this one instance,
Say I
Sounds like
can't
he
come over
sucks.
today. You don't have to hang out with friends you hate.
Well,
It's
what else?
really
He
He wanted,
easy.
he wanted to play the PS3.
yeah.
See?
Oh,
He sucks.
I really want to play the PS3, guys, and I'll play a game I hate.
Yeah, cool.
With friends I hate, apparently.
Oh, I wouldn't call them friends. People I loathe.
You are describing high school for me.
You could have used that energy to get a job
Yeah.
and then buy your own PlayStation.
You would think so.
And then you could have made, like, friends you like.
Let me tell you, JD, as Jackson's current employer,
Yeah.
no.
Hey, I'd like a job,
No.
please.
No,
Well, too bad. I would say keep looking, but I would actually suggest you just stop looking because it's just a waste
Yeah,
of your time.
that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, anyways.
That's so funny that you're the guy that's like, "Ugh, I hate all my friends, but they got cool stuff that I want to
Absolutely. Yeah. That's how I played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the first time. And my friend was like, I really hate when my friends just come over to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And I was like, yeah, man. Can we play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? And then we did,
a
dude.
moment of introspection when maybe just you're the
I try to avoid them. As best I can, I try to avoid moments of
You're
interest.
like that guy that like lives with his parents, but then's got a friend that lives out of home, so you're just there all the time, and you don't pay rent, you eat all his food.
Yeah. That is a good description of me in high school. Yeah.
Hey, Jack, if I didn't pay you, would we hang out?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it depends. Do you have you got a PS5, but you're gonna need to hook that back up. Oh, but Jackson has a
You
computer.
see how high his voice is?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm doubting. I'm extra doubt.
Unfortunately, Jackson does live
So far away.
20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a car, so hanging out would be hard. If you could go pick him up and maybe
yeah.
stop off a
Yeah.
sausage roll at
Hot
the
dog,
service
yeah.
station.
I think we're going out for dinner with a group of friends in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And we asked Jack, he's like, you coming? He's like, no. I know he's not doing anything. You
I
doing
don't like
anything?
going out.
See?
Someone that we have been around for the last 12 months is going overseas. You will not see them for years.
See him Thursday. We play board games on Thursday.
Can't make the 20-minute trip to say goodbye.
Yeah, you know.
I feel bad and I'm interstate when they go away. I'd have to get a plane and I'm still like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Thinking about it.
Well, I'm not, no.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad.
Yeah.
This
Well, I
guy.
feel bad.
No, you don't.
No, if you can do something to change this.
You didn't even be like, oh, hey, could you give me a lift home? Could you like to help out? You didn't even ask. Straight off the bat.
No.
Yeah. Well, I know what I'm
I guess
about.
weekends Jackson's time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jackson being a horrible human being and friend on
So I guess
the
we've
side.
covered what the game's like. We haven't covered the story. And this
Yeah.
is, I guess, where the movie's going to be a little different because I have played the Borderlands games. I have a weird relationship with them because I played the second one with a friend and had it was just me and her playing
Yeah.
through the whole game.
The co-op?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's playing it by yourself, especially the first one. I'm getting distracted by my own tangent here, but
Yeah.
that's never happened before.
No.
What the hell?
Yeah, so playing the first one, you can tell it's made to have 4 people there, but you can play solo. But the
Okay.
game is very obviously meant to be like, play with friends. As the series goes on, they do make it more single player friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not impossible to play the first one by yourself. It's just like a lot of the activities and stuff, it'll be like, hey, give this to your partner. And you're like, what partner? Who? I'm here by myself.
Just throw your gun onto the floor.
Yeah, so
So it doesn't do a thing where it puts in like AI.
No.
Like, oh, that's crazy.
yeah, so I played through the second one with a friend, played through the whole game, had a good time. We then started playing the pre-sequel. Didn't get that far in it. Had a worse time, but it also could have been that we played it straight on the back of 2.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it could
fair.
have just been too much Borderlands. And then I've gone back and I've played the first one and the third one by myself. Just because the third one I played because it came out and I was like, oh, I was curious. I liked the
Yeah.
second one. And the shine wore off so quick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because they've lent more and more into being like, blah,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
random.
Is this?
My name's Mo Fuckwit
I can't stop shitting when I get shot.
in the penis.
Is this? What's the game where basically you can get a Gatling gun that fires dildos?
That sounds like Saints Row 4.
Yeah, Saints Row. I
okay,
would say
cool.
that's a
I
Saints
think I might
Row.
also be getting this one confused with that one.
Borderlands
They have
and
like a-
Saints Row have the same trajectory where
Kind of at the same
But the,
time.
the
I
style
would
of
say?
humor is somehow there's like a divergence point for the two of them.
Borderlands isn't that sexual.
No, yeah, it feels like Saints Row's both are.
I guess because they introduce characters that are horny in Borderlands.
Yeah.
But it's not like
It's like,
not like-
is it the implications that they're horny?
it's no. I
There's
mean, look, I'll
no-
show you what Mad Moxie looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas, like, I guess in Saints Row, it's like, and here is a dildo gun.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. It's I guess far more explicit
mean-
in Saints Row.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So I guess it's implied horniness for
Yeah.
Mad Moxie. Or just straight up.
I mean, I think characters are just like, but it's also, but Borderlands isn't the type of game where,
When I'm horny, I also make these sounds. I understand. I am there, fellas.
yeah, it's like a wolf hitting himself in the head with a shoe.
yeah,
is
yeah,
how
yeah,
every
yeah.
interaction with her is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the plot of the first one is just you are.
you're a vault hunter.
Yeah. And there are 4 different. I think that is about the Borderlands games is
There's 4 characters in each of them.
yeah.
They all have different abilities.
and different sort of personalities or whatever. I mean, I don't know how fleshed out those personalities are in the first
Well,
one.
they're mostly like your characters are all quippy, like as in like, but like first person shooter quippy.
Yeah.
So like you'll kill someone, you'll be like, got him.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff like that. Where every character you interact with is bringing a very different energy to
Quirked
that.
up, you might say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all quirked up shorties.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the characters aren't that wide. Like the characters you play as are more not grounded, but like
I guess
more
because that
regular,
you
I
need
guess.
to, in some way, be able to project yourself onto them
Yeah.
a little bit. But then, so the characters in the movie are taken, I think you were saying earlier, JD, from 2 games?
well, the plot that they've taken for the movie isn't the plot of the. It's part of the plot of the first one, but it looks like they've jammed in stuff from the second.
Yeah.
and maybe that, but I don't know the third one well enough to
comment.
have a guess at its story.
Yeah.
So yeah, because basically the first one, you land on Pandora, which is like this distant planet that's all fucked up. There's whispers that there's a vault,
Yeah.
a special alien vault that's full of advanced alien technology and priceless riches.
Okay, we're going to Pandora again. I like this.
Yeah.
We're off to
Oh,
a
yeah,
great
baby.
start.
But this
Oh,
is
yeah.
rather than a wet Pandora,
Dry
this is
Pandora.
dry,
Dry
Pandora.
Pandora.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But the plot of the movie, and also the Atlas Corporation run by a guy called Atlas is
Yeah.
also trying to open the vault first. So you got a lot of the game is like kill his guy to get the part of the key that they had.
Okay.
But and the main characters in Borderlands 1 are Roland.
You got like tough guy, magic girl, stealth robot man, 4th one.
I wish I could remember their names. I
You
have a
don't
laptop
need to.
in
You
front
can
of me.
describe them
No,
for
because
me.
you know it comes into because
Look,
they've combined characters from the first and the second game.
So you've got
So Roland, who is Kevin Hart, he's
Yeah.
from the first game. Kate
so
Blanchett's
military man, maybe.
Yeah, he's just like
he's-
guy with
he's-
gun.
He's
yeah, he's-
military boy. Okay.
He's like, military man in the game. He's got like a turret and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He's like the army guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lilith, who is Kate Blanchett,
She a baddie.
She a baddie.
she's like magic fire girl.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. She's wearing red.
Forget what
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
her race is called, but I think she's meant to be like
Sirens?
siren, maybe.
She might be a siren.
The other characters from the first game are not in
Okay.
the movie by the looks of things. Mordecai, that's in front of me, and
Yeah.
I can't remember the fourth guy. Do you play as Claptrap? No.
No. You do in one of them, but no.
That's pre-sequel.
Is Claptrap just a
robot.
little helper robot?
Yeah,
guy?
he's out of a robot that really took off. The fans of the game adored him.
Yeah, so Claptrap,
He looks like a.
he's your guide in the first game.
Is he like the Navi from Zelda?
Yeah, in a way.
He's more like
He sort of gives you like your tutorial missions and stuff.
yeah, and like you communicate with him, but then there's also this mysterious voice that's guiding you to the vault, and they mostly direct you where to go. Claptrap's
true.
more like, hey, you picked up a gun that shoots corrosive damage.
Press X to open her chest.
Yeah. Ah! And then, but they're also kind of like R2D2s, like, well, not R2D2, but like the R droids in
And
Star
that
Wars.
was a beloved character.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
says funny stuff and falls
And-
over.
He falls over, does farts.
Yeah.
He's dancing sometimes.
Yeah, he's dancing
And
sometimes.
there was a. I'm assuming because it's all voice acted. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
assuming there's a voice actor.
There was a
for
voice
that.
actor that played Claptrap.
And then they got Jack Black instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I also think that our good friend Adam from podcasts such as D&D is for Nerds and maybe episodes of this in the past
Yeah.
said that the voice actor for Claptrap not only wasn't approached for this movie but wasn't paid for appearing in Borderlands.
That is really yeah, because I in my head I have it as something like it was like he did it
Eddings.
as like a test voice or something for the first one, like he was not going to be the final. This might be not untrue, but something like he was not going. It was not going to be the final product, and then they just went with it anyway. But because it was like, oh, it was a test thing, somehow they got away with not paying him. I don't know. I guess we'd have to, because the plot of the first game isn't much of a plot, right? Like,
no, it's easy. It's just like it is. You could make it just Guardians of the Galaxy, which
Yeah.
they've done.
Yeah.
Because like Guardians of the Galaxy is the same thing. It's just
get to the thing. Yeah.
gets ragtag group of people that all hate each other because they're all like, you're an idiot, but they're all idiots.
Yeah, true.
And then they've got to get the thing.
Yeah.
And rather than it being the fucking stone in Guardians of the Galaxy,
It's
it's the
cracked the
fucking
vault open, yeah.
Okay. So when we also now have Bunny Lady
yeah.
and Man in Mask.
Okay, so
he's on cover of.
Bunny Lady is maybe Tiny Tina.
that is Tiny Tina.
And
yeah.
then Man in Mask is, I believe, Psycho.
And Man in Mask is on the cover of some of the Borderlands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
'cause
he's a reoccurring
he
enemy.
the
He's like,
mascot?
you know how I said when there's dogs and there's guys?
He's guys.
He's
Psychos is guys. I don't know why there's a good one.
No,
in
because
this.
there was a playable one for one of the games. There was like a DLC, maybe, don't know why I know this. There was a DLC that was like you could Claptrap and Psycho, and it was like, whoa. So I think that's Psycho was a playable character.
Did they make Krieg into? Maybe.
Whomst is Krieg?
I think Krieg is the guy.
He's like fucking Bane. Okay, so you know in Batman and Robin,
I know.
you know how Poison Ivy makes Bane?
Yes.
And Bane's like her big muscle guy.
Yes.
Imagine Poison Ivy is Tiny Tina.
Oh.
But I don't know if they've just made him into like a regular psycho looking guy because he doesn't quite look like that.
I don't know.
He
I
seems
assume
like the silent type.
he's meant to be whatever Psycho was playable in the DLC or whatever.
Yeah.
He's going to get, because he didn't say anything in the actual trailer, I think he's going to get kind of like Groot.
Okay.
One line near the end, and it's going to be something like family.
Well, I have this memory, again, who knows if this is true or not, but that the Psycho that you could play as had a bunch of like crazy person dialogue that he would be like, yeah, I'm crazy, as you were like playing, and that people really thought that was really funny.
So Krieg is the guy
Okay.
you were thinking of. And it's not he's in Borderlands 2 as a playable character.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So's Tiny Tina, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's a sniper called Zero, not in this game, which makes sense. Not in the movie, which makes sense because in the game they're like a cool silent type.
Yeah.
Which
You
will
can't-
not fit
You can't have
this,
that in
yeah.
the movie.
Well, they might, because again, it's already jam-packed with like lads. That they might do sort of
might
the
have, like, a
Guardians where you
reference,
need like
yeah.
maybe a Groot type
'cause
where he's
you-
just there and doesn't say anything.
Because there's heaps
True,
of like,
true.
I guess, notable NPCs in Borderlands that appear
Yeah.
in all the games. So you got like Scooter, who's from fucking Build a Car or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Hire a ride or something. Anyway, he makes the cars.
They
And
drive
he's-
the cars in the trailer.
And
You see in the
he's
trailer,
got
they
a
drive the
sister
Borderlands
who is
cars.
referenced in the games heaps and I think pops up in later games.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a fucking... There's a doctor and shit.
Oh, yeah. You make a monster?
Yeah, Dr. Zed or something.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys.
Okay. The guy who's Razor Fist in Shang-Chi, a movie you haven't watched. He is Craig.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Do we think this movie will do well, gang?
What? I don't.
One thing I wonder is that how many Borderlands this feels like a movie that maybe has missed the perfect time to come out a little bit.
So I don't know anything about Borderlands.
Yeah.
And looking at the trailer, it was just kind of filled that sort of void of like space opera bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
And it kind of looked a little bit heisty. So knowing, like a bit of a layman knowing nothing, I'm like, also the humor didn't seem egregious that much. Like it didn't seem like it was, I don't know, Deadpool looking at me, mugging to the camera directly.
Yeah, there's not as much
times.
mugging.
There was, all I got was, Jack Black shitting his
He
bullets
shot
out.
a bunch of bullets.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that scene, like the dialogue in that, is probably the closest to the humor of the game.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Don't look at me. Actually, keep
Do
looking
look
at
at
me.
me."
That helps."
Okay, it's like an extended, like again, then that to me wasn't that terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay. I mean, again, I'm only getting snippets from the trailer.
Yeah, of course.
I think that the only thing that my brain was like, why was this cut together using some of the same effects as, say, the first Suicide Squad trailer with a lot of the explosions and the
really
same color
was.
palette? And I'm like,
Yeah. I think to me, the trailer gives like, it's like they're trying to get that kind of like colorful, creative, sort of bombastic style that the first Guardians had, and you know,
It also felt very clean.
yeah, exactly.
Which
but
is the
it's
problem
kind
of that, a lot of modern films have, where
Yeah.
it's just extremely clean.
Yeah, and I think that makes it feel a bit kind of toothless, maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of not like, I feel like if you're gonna make a Borderlands movie, lean in a little bit more than they kind of were. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the plot of the Borderlands movie.
Okay.
Lilith, an infamous outlaw with a mysterious past, reluctantly returns to her home planet of Pandora to find her missing daughter, to find the missing daughter of the universe's most powerful son of a bitch, Atlas.
Okay.
It says SOB.
You can say it though.
Yeah.
Lilith, because this is the official premise from Lionsgate Films.
Okay.
Lilith forms an alliance with an unexpected team. Roland, a former elite mercenary, now desperate for redemption. I got that through Kevin Hart's
Yeah,
portrayal.
me too, dude. He needs that. He's desperate for redemption.
Yes.
Tiny Tina, a feral preteen demolitionist. Krieg, Tina's muscle-bound, rhetorically challenged protector.
Okay.
Tanis, the scientist with a tenuous grip on sanity. And Claptrap, a persistently wise-ass robot. These unlikely heroes must battle alien monsters and dangerous bandits to find and protect the missing girl, who may hold the key to unimaginable power. The fate of the universe could be in their hands, but they'll be fighting for something more. Each other.
Whoa.
That isn't what happens in that trailer.
No.
So Guardians, all right.
It's just,
Okay.
It's
And
a
yeah,
found
all right.
family.
Found
Oh,
family.
everybody's
Krieg
tough
he ain't speaking.
No, yeah. He's
there, Groot.
rhetorically challenged, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got Groot. Bunny is Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Roland's probably gonna be fucking
Gamora.
No. He's Lipia. He'll be
Star-Lord?
Drax.
Drax, yeah.
Lilith will be
Star-Lord.
No, Lilith will be Gamora.
Gamora, but taking
Star-Lord?
Well,
There's-
Gamora is not Gamora. Lilith is taking the sort of like Gamora role, but like with Star-Lord.
I guess it's
sort
like
of
Guardians if Star-Lord wasn't in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Hart is doing the more quippy Star-Lord-esque.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like if you looked at Guardians and somehow made it more of a comedy, so then you made the main character wasn't as goofy as Star-Lord.
Yeah.
So you kind of
You
had a
need-
bit
you
more
use
of a straight man as
yeah.
your lead.
Yeah.
So yeah, this looks like it'll be fine.
Well,
I think it's-
will it
although
be
he's-
fun? Because
yeah.
let's get into the development.
I was going to
of
say,
Borderlands.
but then it is directed by Eli Roth, who has not made many films I
well,
care for.
Is it made by Eli Roth? That's
Great.
the real
Oh,
question.
it is?
okay.
Okay.
So, all right, May 2015.
Paint me this picture.
Yeah.
Lee Winnell is in talks with Lionsgate to write and direct an adaptation of the video game series Borderlands.
Okay.
The film is officially announced in August 2015.
So what did Lee Winnell do beforehand?
Who's Lee Winnell?
Who's this guy?
He made fucking off the dome. He made the first Saw movie, but he also made The Invisible Man recently,
Oh,
and he
okay.
also made
Okay.
Upgrade. I think was him.
Not
as
a
well.
bad pedigree then, right?
I like that we're doing horrors.
Yeah. Interesting choice.
Okay, yeah. So he made Saw 1 to 3. He
Yeah.
made Insidious 1, 2, 3, and as director.
Yeah.
As director, His directorial debut was Insidious 3. He then made Upgrade, which is the movie that everyone's like, this is like good Venom.
Yeah.
The Invisible Man, and then he's making Wolfman, which is in production.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
he wrote a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got his he's Australian. He
Nice.
started on Neighbours.
Nice.
UK people, you know what's up,
Yeah.
Neighbours,
Everyone
Ramsey
loves Neighbours.
Street.
Tony, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love me that.
it was sad when that guy went to prison and then died in prison in Neighbours. Vinny. Vinny died in prison.
That sucks. Poor Vinny, dude.
But then the actor
Came back?
The actor did some shit.
Who's the guy who disappeared for ages and came back and he's maybe a scumbag in Neighbours?
Oh, Paul
Paul, yeah.
Paul Roberts?
Paul
Roberts?
I remember
Robinson?
all the ads.
Robinson!
Oh, yeah, Paul Robinson. I remember all the trailers for that were like,
Piece of shit's
Paul
back.
Robinson's back. Look out, Neighbours. Something fucky's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
He looks like a scumbag. He looks like a
Holy
politician.
shit, he was gone for 11 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was a big deal when he returned.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We should be
Spin-off
talking about
appearance.
Neighbours, man.
What the fuck?
Spin-off? There's a Neighbours spin-off?
There's a fucking Neighbours spin-off called Neighbours vs. Zombies.
In 2014.
What the frick?
Okay.
I think it might have been a web series.
Okay. That's all. Well, that was the perfect time to do Neighbours vs. Zombies. To be honest, I get it.
Is Neighbours back on now?
I think so.
I think
it was going to get
one of the
cancelled.
big brands
Yeah.
save them.
I think
streaming
it was,
services.
Yeah, it was going to get cancelled, and then
it got
maybe
cancelled.
did, and then they brought some streaming service
some-
brought it back.
Prime
Could be Prime. God,
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah.
came in and were like, people
actually love
We have
Neighbours.
so much money to burn.
Yeah.
They fucking started on Channel 7.
What?
That means nothing to anyone that's not in Australia, but it's like the most fucking Channel 10 show going around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Did Channel 10 replace it with anything?
No, because when it got picked back up by Amazon,
Yeah.
Channel 10 kept the
I see.
rights.
Okay.
So
For a second, I was gonna be like Home and Away must dominate Australian airwaves in the soap department now.
so actually, this is gonna.
So tell us more. We're
This
intrigued.
is welcome to Neighbours Corner. Okay, Neighbours speculation.
First season's on Channel 7.
Yeah.
Then for the rest of time, it's on Channel 10.
Yeah.
But Channel 10 didn't actually show it on its prime, so it's owned by Network 10.
Yeah.
But you know how when digital TV started, every channel was like, oh, what if I have a couple of cheeky spin-off
Yeah,
channels?
oh yeah.
Now you got 7 and you got 7 Mate.
Yeah.
10 and, I don't know,
10,
Dave.
well, because
whatever it's called.
10's got 11, 10's got 10 Peach.
Whoa, yeah.
Because 10 Peach
10
and 10...
Peach is like sitcoms and stuff, and their soaps and stuff.
because it was like Peach and 10 Boss or something. Anyway, it was very clearly like, here's the boy channel
Yeah.
and here's the girl
Okay.
channel.
Yeah.
Anyway, Neighbours screened on 10 Peach for 11 years, but when Amazon bought it, it came back to Channel 10.
I see.
Yeah.
Like that they're like neighbours. That's for the girls.
Yeah, for the ladies. The ladies love
Yeah.
Neighbours.
They
and
love
the boys love
Toadfish.
Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah.
The fellas do love Ice Road
Yeah.
Truckers, you must admit.
Ladies love neighbours. Fellas love trucking.
Yeah,
Ice Road Trucking.
specifically
And
Ice
maybe
Road Truckers.
porn stars. Not the porners.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
porn is in. I've
Hey.
got lots of trash.
Hey,
I
brother,
gotta
I
sell.
found this baseball card from 1863.
Oh, vintage 1863 baseball card. I got a baseball card guy. Let me sit down.
Oh, he's
Then
like,
I'll
how
get
much you
back
want
to
for it? I want $15. Ma, brother, I could give you $6 and a kick in the ass.
Yeah, I've chatted to my baseball card guy. He says that what that's worth is a kick in the head. That's all I can do, buddy.
You know what? I think you're wrong. I'm leaving. I'm not telling you
I
jack
gotta go
shit.
chat to my annoying son Munch or whatever.
Hey, Dad.
Munch is trying to sell a vintage car for $30. Munch, what am I gonna do with you?
Oh, Dad.
I'll buy that trading car for this car.
Munch, you did it again. That's every episode of Porn Stars.
Yeah. Fuck Munch.
Fuck Munch, dude. All my homies fucking hate Munch. I'm sick of him.
He just wants to sell his car.
So,
Yeah.
when it's announced in August 2015, Ari and Avi Arad
Yeah.
are producing.
Yeah. Oh,
The
wow.
Boys.
The
Avi and
fellas, yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. So,
So from fucking, like, when they sold off all of Marvel's characters in the 90s.
the fellas. The fellas that get thanked personally in Spider-Man No Way Home. A perfect movie.
Yeah. Wow, okay. This is...
then
I
when
love
they-
how everything's so beautiful.
When they announce
It's all
it,
connected. Yeah.
when they announce it, they don't say that anyone's directing or writing it. So everyone's like, well, I guess Lee Winnell's not involved
Yeah.
anymore.
True.
Okay.
Aaron Berg was then tapped to write an R-rated take on the material.
Okay.
That should be pretty easy. You just tick blood.
Yeah. Blood and people are, fucking and
jeffing.
cunting. as they say.
Yeah. You just take a line where it says, you shot me in the penis, now I can't stop shitting. And now it says, fuck, you shot me in the cunting penis and I can't stop fucking cunting shitting.
Simple as.
Slam that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then nothing for 2 years. And then in 2018, a different guy picks up script writing duties.
Okay.
In February 2020, Eli Roth is announced to direct the film with a screenplay written by Craig Mazin, who's the Last of Us guy.
Okay.
With
Oh wait, did he also do like
superhero
Chernobyl and
movie.
stuff?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's, man,
A
again,
pedigree.
what a
He
pedigree.
wrote Scary Movie 3,
What a
Scary
pedigree.
Movie 4, Superhero Movie, Hangover Part 2, Identity Thief, which is the Jason Bateman
Yeah.
and Melissa McCarthy film.
I'm not
And
seeing Chernobyl.
then he writes The Hangover Part 3, and then he writes Huntsman Winter's War, the movie that is famously a Snow White prequel, but they wrote Snow White out of it because there was an affair in the first
I'm
movie.
not seeing any.
A Chernobyl?
Chernobyl.
Well, that's because when you go to television, so that's these movies.
Yeah,
Then when you go to television, Chernobyl, The Last of Us.
He's a TV guy.
He's
what
a
can we
TV
say?
guy. He
That's
likes
okay.
doing it in like installments.
That's all right.
He needs some time to
flesh
really
it out,
showcase.
to flesh out the tale.
Wow, what
He got
the
a-
difference?
Yeah,
He, got
that's
a,
crazy.
he also got a special thanks on the 2013 animated comedy Freebirds.
Okay, nice.
Anyway,
How
so
do you go from like Scary Movie 3 to Chernobyl?
Don't know. Well, maybe you phone it in for years, and then you get to
You
do a
really
TV
hone
show.
that craft.
Yeah, in the background, and they say you can do the
then
Chernobyl
he
TV
did
show,
that,
and you
and then he
just
lost-
fucking knock it out of the park. I don't know, man. That's bananas.
everything's full
Okay.
steam ahead. Kate Blanchett is cast as Lilith
What
in
a
May
get.
2020.
Yeah.
May 2020. And then in January and February 2021, more casts are announced. It's all going ahead.
Okay.
Casts keep getting announced. Anyway, roll into the end of 2021. Craig Madsen's script has been rewritten by Jewel Taylor.
Oh yeah, what's your
what's their pedigree?
Okay.
I don't really know much about this person.
I read it as Joel originally and got excited, but it's Jewel, Jule.
Okay.
EL.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. EL, not LE. What am I talking about? I can't read. So they wrote the movie. They cloned Tyrone.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Directed it. They directed it.
Cool.
Critically well received.
Yeah.
You've heard only good things.
Me
They
too.
also wrote Creed 2,
A film I have not seen.
Yeah.
a sequel to a beloved film, and Creed 2, everyone was like, this is good. It's
Yeah.
not as good as Creed 1, but it's still good. And then they also wrote a movie that everyone said the similar thing. It was a sequel where they were like, the first one, masterpiece.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying it. The second one, it's
Still good, but
yeah,
not
it's called
quite.
Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Okay. Yeah. Still pretty good.
I think it's a fucking awful movie that makes me
Creed 2,
sick.
Space
Space
Jam
Jam.
to the new legacy.
Tyrone. Okay.
Interesting.
It's just what
People can say multitudes, I guess.
I guess they do. I guess it's just like, not everything's a winner.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
you gotta have
fine.
some misses amongst the hits, or vice
Yeah,
versa.
yeah.
They start filming in 2021 during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that could only be good for the production, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
imagine.
Yeah,
would have to
and then
guess.
nothing happens for 2 years, which is surprising.
Yeah.
So we start filming for how many months?
So it starts April 1st, 2021. Happy April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
So we've got
And then
some
concludes
principal.
on June 22.
Okay.
All right, so we have a couple months of production there. So a good production schedule.
Yeah.
And then we just take a break.
Yeah, we just take a
Principal
break.
photography done in 2 months.
And then you just take a little break.
You just take
You
a
have a little
break.
stop.
You
Yeah.
take a break until January 2023, where you're like, we need reshoots.
Wait, so now we did it all. We finished it.
We've done
the
it.
2 odd months or whatever.
tickety boo.
And now we're back for reshoots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which every movie has
Of
reshoots.
course, there's nothing abnormal about that.
Sometimes it's just to get a bit of extra coverage. Sometimes it's
We've got to change a few things. We've gotta redo a
Yeah,
few
so
things.
Eli Roth is directing the film. His name is still attached.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
reshoots were not directed by Eli Roth, but were directed by Tim Miller. Tim Miller is the director of Deadpool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's a VFX guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he was
direct-
coming back to do VFX shots.
Well,
Maybe.
He's directing the reshoots, not the VFX
Yeah,
shots.
but
maybe
it looks
those-
like.
Those shots
Yeah.
are VFX heavy.
Yeah, it looks like
Could
a
be.
lot of this film needs a lot of visual effects.
Yeah,
and so he's a VFX guy.
He comes
So
back
in
to
theory, you're
Roth-
like, well, we need you to be a certain thing.
Yeah.
To tick these VFX boxes.
And Roth is not involved in the reshoots at all.
Yeah,
But he's
okay.
like, yeah, I give Miller my blessing.
Okay.
Okay.
Eli Roth's a busy man.
Yeah, he was making the movie Thanksgiving.
See, he's tired. He doesn't want to be involved in all
Which-
these reshoots. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
I'm busy
he
making Thanksgiving.
Maybe Eli Roth's the guy who's like, I've done that. I don't want to go back and do it
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
I
I'm
don't
a
wanna
well-done
take
man.
Jake, yeah.
I don't want to finish the movie
No.
I started. I've done that.
I've
Oh,
already
no.
done it. It's fine. I have nothing but faith in Tim Miller.
Yeah, he's
He's my
nail it.
guy.
He's my
He's
freaking
my
He's
freaking
my
guy.
guy that I definitely picked. It
Yes.
wasn't mandated by the studio
No, I
because
love
there's rumors
Timothy
that
Miller.
my movie is unreleasable.
Oh, that would be insane.
That'd be
I'm
crazy.
I'm a very busy
I'm going to
man.
go work on Thanksgiving, a low-budget film, which is the
Yes.
feature-length version of a trailer from the Grindhouse releases. They're
See?
still doing that.
Oh my
See?
god!
I love doing this.
Didn't
This is what I want
Hobo
to
with
do.
a shotgun
Yeah.
proved it could work.
Probably with a shotgun. Thanksgiving. They never made Hush, which was the
Yeah.
Edgar Wright one, but I reckon that's probably coming.
Oh,
at
it's
some
on, yeah,
point.
on the cards.
We are out of ideas.
What if all those fake trailers were real movies?
Yeah, so now when you watch it, you can be like, I can
Oh,
go
I
and
can
watch
see that film.
film.
Quentin Tarantino, he's my guy. That's what you say when you're watching Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Death Proof, it's good.
He's my guy.
He's my
my
guy.
guy.
He's making one more movie.
Yeah, one more with the movie critic.
The movie critic, dude, based on the hit '90s TV show. I have to assume the critic.
That
Yeah.
guy, he was in The Simpsons.
Yeah, he's in The
Yeah,
Simpsons.
John
That's-
Lovett's is back. He's
Yeah.
back, baby.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It's
Is he
crazy.
gonna fuck
It
Marge?
stinks.
No, I don't think he wants to fuck Marge.
I just think he's a better Homer.
I think you're getting him confused with
French
Artie
man?
Ziff.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
No,
wants to fuck
The critic, he's a better burper than Homer.
Yeah.
He's a
Their
better
stomachs
Homer.
grumble at each other.
He gets a last pork chop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that his legacy in The Simpsons is probably where most people know him from rather than from his own TV show.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing that happened there.
I mean, there's
Like
a
The
lot
Simpsons
of stuff.
one crossover with another animated show.
No, second. He comes back in a couple
Does he
seasons.
come back?
In like a very cutaway gag.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah,
It stinks.
that's
It
true. He does
It
come
all
back.
stinks.
yeah. Good point.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, okay, a different director's directed the reshoots. That's fine. Maybe the movie's still good.
You know how you got like directors and you got your first AD director or whatever, and it's just like, they're a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's fine.
And
then
again,
it
usually they're on the phone to be like, "Hey, this is what I'm
Is this
doing?
scene
Is this
good?"
going to be good?" But Eli's already given the blessing.
And 6 months after the reshoots, Craig Mattson removes his name from the movie.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's just like,
Never an awesome sign.
No. He's like, hey, you've done such a good job.
Yeah.
And it would be
This is your
rude
baby.
of me.
This is your
It'd be
baby.
rude of me to take any credit because you haven't used a single one of my ideas. And honestly, this is so much better than
I could never have made this
And
movie.
to be honest, if people thought I did this, that would be bad because they would think I did such a good idea
Yeah,
when I
so-
didn't do that. I should just go back to Chernobyl and The Last of Us because those were mine and beloved.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
I don't wanna be
seen with
attached to
with
this.
this incredible piece of media.
So his name comes off, and then Joe Crombie comes on.
I love Joe Crombie work. What
and you gotta
Great
remember,
joke. Yeah.
adding a writer 6 months after reshoots,
Yeah.
that's confusing.
Yeah.
And I guess everyone else that works in the media alongside us had the same question.
No.
'Cause
Yeah.
their first question was, is that a pseudonym? And you just don't want to put your real name on it, so it doesn't
is this
doesn't tarnish your beautiful IMDb,
That's
which
awesome.
includes Scary Movie 3, 4, and superhero movie.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it's not a
It's some
pseudonym.
other guy.
It's, so yeah,
It's
what
a
is
new
this?
guy.
It couldn't possibly like an Alan Smythe situation. It's
Yeah,
actually a real
Smithy,
man.
Alan
Yeah.
Smith. Well,
Alan
they don't
Smithy?
have a clickable link, and
What?
no one knows who they are.
Well, what
so-
else have they done recently? Is it maybe on IMDb?
No,
maybe
they got
there's something.
They got
They are a
nothing.
ghost.
They
They are-
literally
So is
have.
it a first-time
First
writer?
time writing, amazing. They get the Borderlands movie.
Wow, Joe Crombie. Let's see, writer Joe Crombie is known for Borderlands.
Yes.
Wow.
Trivia, nothing.
No trivia, no
No
okay.
related, nothing. Interesting.
That's very fascinating.
That's very fascinating.
It's very interesting.
Very fascinating.
There is
Probably not,
no one online with that name that seems to work in movies at all.
I know there's a writer called Joe Abercrombie. He's a fantasy author. And
Okay.
He's real good.
Maybe they just fucked up
Maybe
the name.
Maybe, and like I don't necessarily think Borderlands is his type of writing at all.
No, but I mean,
But maybe.
who can
Maybe.
say in this workaday world of ours?
I mean, you know, every writer contains, as we've learned, multitudes.
Exactly. You could do a
can
scary movie for out of
before.
Chernobyl at
And,
the same
you
time.
know, it's good.
It's funny how
The credits are then expanded a little bit, and it turns out that Sam Levinson also is working on Borderlands, probably very, very, very lightly. May have
Yeah.
only written one scene or whatever, but that's the Euphoria guy.
okay.
And the Malcolm and Marie guy, which, if you've seen that movie, it's basically a movie that he wrote about a director
Yeah.
getting a bad review and cracking the shits and being like, the movie is about how critics don't know what they're talking about. And it just proves that Sam Levinson has the thinnest skin of all time because it's on the back of his previous movie they're like, hey, this was a misguided attempt by you. You don't really... Yeah.
A sort of M. Night Shyamalan's
Lady in Water.
Lady in the Water situation.
He also made The Idol.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one with
okay.
The
The
Weeknd.
Weeknd? Yeah.
That was loathed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. It's funny how bad the production of this movie is
Well, it's
with
a-
how
yeah.
kind of like just like mediocre the trailer looks. Like it doesn't look
Like, it doesn't look offensive, nor does it look incredible.
No,
it
it looks very middle of the road, run of the mill kind of.
I do love also, like, a lot of the production, like the posters and
Yeah.
stuff, look very much like Suicide Squad.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
It's great. It's great to see. Big fan.
Yeah.
Why do they do this?
And the trailer also says from the studio that brought you the Sony Sony in association with
Yeah.
Marvel movies.
Why would you say that?
Why would you do such a thing?
Why would you have mentioned that?
Yeah,
I guess you
'cause-
have no better things to put.
I
Kind
guess
of?
not, because if you look at that, every single got Tiny Tina and Lilith and that,
Yeah.
like they all just look like what they did for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. It's very similar.
Is it Trailer Park Boys involved?
I don't think so.
Imagine.
But I do like, from the producer of Uncharted, why did you put that one at the top?
Yeah.
Spider-Man, okay, that's vague enough to be like, well, which one?
Which I'm not going
and
to.
Venom, which was, I think, people like.
People in retrospect, it's kind
Yeah.
of like a
No,
cult.
I think it's gone the opposite. I think that in retrospect, people liked it for a bit, but then because they went down the same path of constantly trying to... I think Venom 2 wrecked the goodwill of Venom 1.
Okay.
It's like, I never really cared for Venom films.
Yeah.
I think they were bad. But
I like when Eddie Brock got in the fish tank.
everyone loved when
It's
Eddie
the-
Brock...
it's the
everyone
best scene in
loved
the movie.
how sweaty he looked.
Yeah, he
That's
looks
about
sick.
it. And he looks...
It's really awesome.
But yeah, I don't know why you'd put Uncharted on that. Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know.
From
It's
the producer of Uncharted, surely you have other things there. Like,
also, surely if you're making a Borderlands movie, what you're trying to get is all the Borderlands heads that still exist to come see your movie. You probably don't need to sell it on the.
You
Yeah.
have Avi Arad, right? Who has produced quite a lot of things. He produced Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, why not put that
Why not
there?
put that there? And the X-Men trilogy. Why not put that there?
Why pick those ones? That's very strange.
You got Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, that's a great thing to put on
Absolutely.
there. Morbius, you don't put on there.
don't put
Uncharted,
Morbius.
don't put
No,
on
no,
there.
no.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Look, as much as
We don't like it.
we don't like it, a beloved film.
Exactly. Adored by thousands.
Millions. Even.
Millions. Billions.
Yeah. Then there's other Spider-Mans, Venoms. Again, you've got something called Tarzan and Jane, which looking at the
Is that the
TV series,
the-
animated, 4.9.
Yep.
No one liked it. You got Ghost in the Shell.
Why wouldn't you lean on the director? I mean, I guess there's nothing from the director of Hostel.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's
Not
just...
the director of the house with the clock in its wall.
Oh yeah, which also had Jack Black in it from
And Kate Blanchett.
Oh my
And so
god,
you-
it's sort of a House of the Clock in
Yeah.
the Walls reunion in a way.
And so that was one of the producers, his son, Ari Arad. I mean, he did he did Iron Man, like the first Iron Man.
Yeah, why not put? They really just.
They really chose some of the
They
stinkers.
chose some very strange
there
movies
is
to-
some stinkers. Like
Everyone's gonna make some stinkers.
as we
That's-
said,
people can
everybody has multitudes.
Eli Roth also directed the remake of Death Wish. So it was from the studio that abused an old man that didn't know what he was doing. Poor Bruce Willis.
Poor Bruce Willis, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. What a messy production timeline to result in a movie that I think will just largely kind of come and go.
Yeah.
That's sort of my I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll surprise us by being especially terrible or especially good.
I just
but it
find-
really
yeah.
feels like it's just going to be like a, oh yeah.
I find it interesting that like initially you got like some of the writers, the people that were involved who may or may not be involved
Yeah.
anymore. They're horror, like
I
sort of
know.
pedigrees in horror stuff, which is kind of interesting.
That would have
'cause
been cool to see, yeah.
Borderlands to me doesn't seem like it's a horror film.
No,
Or a
but I've
horror-
also said, so spoilers for Borderlands 1.
Yeah.
Because the ending is like, you're like, oh, we've got to crack open this vault.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you do the whole game to crack open the vault, but then from memory, the way it ends.
Destroyer.
Yeah, you
Big
release a
alien
big
comes out.
monster alien from the vault, and it's like, oh, fuckity duckity.
It turns out that the vault was used to seal a fuckwit that's going to destroy the planet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Mo Fuckwit in there. And so I have, I think, heard people online be like, oh, what a cool, spooky ending. So maybe
Yeah, makes sense.
there is a horror version of this out there somewhere.
Well, comedy and horror is very like hand in hand. that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
whole,
for sure.
You expect one thing and then it just weaves the other way. So, yeah, I
And
guess
you know,
it
if you
makes
if you
a
kind of
level
played up
sense.
the brutality of like, oh, it's an alien Mad Max planet.
Oh, that kind of makes sense with Eli Roth because
Yeah.
Hostile and that was kind
Yeah.
of very brutal and
I
those
like
kind
you,
of
I
things.
could see maybe a version of this movie that lent into that, but then clearly somewhere along the line somebody was like, no, make it. We need to have our Guardians of the Galaxy fun
Yeah.
found family rom.
So the daughter
Yeah,
that they're trying to get, who's Atlas's daughter, is that in the
I
game?
don't think so.
Or is
Not
this
that I can-
a new
it might
Atlas
be the Siren's like backstory. Oh, sorry, Lilith's backstory. Maybe is that
Atlas'
she's there to get her daughter back.
Borderlands. I don't remember that part at all.
Because if that's what they're being like, hey, yeah, Atlas is his daughter. Rescue my daughter from Pandora.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
That's a thing that's new for the film. Just like, are they going to also do the vault and also do the whole like?
yeah,
that
I'm
is
not
thing?
sure.
Or is that like they initially were going to do this vault thing,
And then they were
'Cause
like-
if your whole thing is like the storyline is about going and doing a heist or whatever,
Yeah.
going and getting the vault, and oh no, it's a big monster. This is very like. You got the right guy because of Chernobyl. I
Yeah,
mean, it's all
absolutely.
there.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
you get this
Great
whole
point.
thing to
Yeah,
be like,
yeah, yeah.
okay, this thing that we don't really know. Imagine that. And this is the whole thing about like all the stuff we're doing now, which has like a half life of like hundreds
Yeah,
of thousands
yeah,
of years, et cetera, et
absolutely.
cetera. This whole thing of like, oh yeah, how do you lock it away so that people like future generations,
Yeah.
like future
What do they call
generations-
it? Like hostile architecture or something,
Yeah.
where you design an area so
Yeah.
that people know there's something dangerous
and then
underneath.
and so that's kind of like leaning into
Yeah.
that sort of like nuclear kind of like waste stuff where he's like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool. You got the right guy, I guess.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
of
yeah.
that. But then to be like, well, what if we change that to daughter?
Yeah.
And it just becomes finding family
Yeah.
and like the whole thing about like this is a found family
Yeah.
crew versus this person who's like, I have the blood and I
Yeah,
want my
so-
daughter, and it's like, no, actually,
I-
found family is better than blood family.
I have an answer about Atlas's daughter.
Yeah.
Atlas isn't a character in the games.
Oh, okay.
So Atlas's daughter, not in the games. The creator of Borderlands tweeted to the interested, the Borderlands cinematic universe, bad stuff.
Don't say that.
Is not identical to the Borderlands video game
Don't be
universe.
saying that.
We are authentic to characters' tone and style, but allow for independent storylines. The mediums are not the same, so the content should not be bound to the same rules.
Do you think we're going to get a sequel of any variety?
No, this movie will bomb.
Yes.
Nothing has depressed me more than that sentence.
Yeah. This movie's not going to do
I was initially I was like maybe it'll be a nice little just one off because
Yeah,
they're borrowing
yeah.
from like you were saying 1, 2, and 3 or whatever. Maybe it'll be some nice like hey here's the thing.
Here it is. Here's the
whatever.
Borderlands
You've got
movie.
a couple
Enjoy.
of named actors and
Yeah.
that you know of like Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Jack Black's there. Great.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's just going to be like, oh, cool, they're going to do this. It's just going to be like, oh, a little sweet. Okay, here's a nice little space story wrapped up in a nice
No,
little bow.
we're done. Bada bing,
Beautiful.
bada boom.
Little kiss on the forehead, I go to bed.
No, it's a
No,
plan.
we're-
It's a plan. There's always a plan. There's always more going on. It's a cinematic universe.
And
now.
yeah, the creators of the movies seem to be gaslighting fans of the games because when they're talking about Atlas, they talk about it like he's a huge role in the games, but he's not.
I think
There's a
making
brand
him-
of gun in the game called Atlas.
Okay.
So I guess that-
whoever made the gun is.
Yeah.
the guy.
Are they doing a thing where, because I know a character beloved in the second game is Handsome Jack, who's like a.
I think they're probably,
They-
taking Handsome Jack, but making him a different guy so that they'll tease Handsome. Well, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
Handsome Jack will be in the post-credit scene because obviously if
Well,
you're
yeah,
making a Borderlands
you're gonna
movie
make it
cinematic
great, yeah, of
universe,
course.
Which game could you play as Handsome Jack?
Pre-sequel.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it's
think
a
you were his body double, actually, not Handsome Jack himself. From memory.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that's a
Handsome-
funny idea.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Because Handsome Jack, because Handsome Jack in the game is already dead and his face is like stapled on again. It's something like you've already killed him or some shit.
Okay.
'Cause
Okay.
yeah. Anyway,
Sounds fun.
here's a quote about the casting of Atlas. Atlas has to be a truly magnetic personality, someone with charisma and charm,
Has to be.
but the air of menace underneath it all.
Has to be.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Edgar's, so Edgar Ramirez is the one complaining. So I've been a fan of Edgar since his early performances, and he continues to amaze me with each dramatic turn. We want to create something wild, fun, and very different from anything we've seen in Edgar before. I'm so excited to work with him. They're talking about it like, oh, we need...
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Here it
think
is.
if... No,
I blame the Dark Knight for this. Every villain has to be so fucking big
Charismatic and
bust.
but also, like, that is Handsome Jack in the game. You're
Yeah,
right.
I think
So,
which is so
Okay.
weird to not just do,
Handsome Jack.
especially if you're going to then introduce Handsome Jack, which is
Well,
the
they-
same
yeah, well,
kind
they
of
might-
character, I guess.
Maybe they're not. Maybe they are just doing a one. I just don't believe that.
No, me
Yeah.
neither. I just don't think that that's how movies work these days. Certainly not like these kind
These
of
kind
movies.
of with based on a franchise.
Yeah.
Well, from this again, from your description of like what Lionsgate are putting out, it sounds like what they're kind of doing is yes, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 kind of mashed together.
Yeah.
because you're gonna have like go find my daughter, and for the villain. Which is, actually, no, it's you're getting Yondu's story from Guardians
Yeah,
2
yeah,
that was
yeah.
like told in sort of flashbacks. So we're going to get that. Whereas find my daughter in this, do this kind of stuff. They find the daughter, but they also maybe unleash this thing in the vault.
Yeah.
And then they realize that, the daughter was something, it was not at all the daughter, but something else. Or if it is actually a person, they're going to be like, well, now you're part of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they turn on Atlas, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems pretty paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to
Listen
be. It's
to
going to come
anyone,
out to
yeah.
very little fanfare.
Any of the main characters that we have seen so far are going to be like a twist where they are undercover, actually working, say, deeply for
maybe.
Atlas to be like.
Maybe they do that with Jamie Lee Curtis.
I would say maybe the guy doesn't speak.
Oh yeah,
Just
Krieg
you can
or
kill him
whatever.
off and who
Yeah.
cares?
That'll be like making Chewbacca bad.
Yeah,
You
you
can't-
can't.
you can't make a
You can't
dog
make
bad.
Chewbacca.
You
bad,
can't make a
dude.
dog bad.
Maybe though, if they did get sequels to this and they did one set on the Australia moon, some of our friends could act in it.
Yeah,
be nice.
Auntie Donna could be in it.
Auntie Donna, Tom Walker,
There's
Demi
Demi,
Lovato could be
yeah.
on the moon.
Yeah.
That'd be nice for our friends.
I reckon this episode's probably cost us a role in the Borderlands movie.
Well, I mean, our chances would have a high anyway. So.
Yeah,
chances were like 0.
But we've racked whatever we had.
Sony, if you're watching or listening to this,
Yeah.
you can put us in the Borderlands sequel and kill us.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
can be your revenge.
We could be triple beheaded or eaten by a big dog.
Or shot in the dick and we're constantly shitting.
Yeah.
We can all play
Here's
Mo
the Mo
Fuckwit.
Fuckwit triplets. Watch this.
You can cast us as our real name and have us turn to the camera and say, "This is what happens to us in real life."
Yeah, this is we're predestined.
Or
Yeah.
you can put us in the movie and say we got micro penises or something.
Yeah.
You know, have fun with it. We'll
Dude,
do the movie.
I'll be in a scene where I put down my pants and I have an asshole on the front as well. I got two assholes I was born with, I'll
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, so is Sony also doing this one? I thought it was Lionsgate.
Oh, sorry, Lionsgate, not Sony.
Sony can have, we can do it for Sony movies too. You want to say Craven?
Lionsgate, same goes for what we just said. I just said.
Yeah. But if you're Lionsgate, if you're listening or watching, if you want to put us in Morbius 2,
Yeah. I'll turn to the camera. I'll say I got a tiny asshole where my tiny dick would have been.
Yeah.
This is just how I was born.
Doctors say I was born with two assholes, but if I had have grown a penis, it would have been so small.
Minuscule.
just the tiniest thing.
skin tag.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Yeah. A skin tag you can
yeah.
piss from.
Yeah.
Doctors thought it was a mole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God I got two assholes instead.
Yeah. I shit from the front.
And the back.
Yeah.
Sort of random.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll do that in your movie.
Yeah, whatever.
If you put us in the movie.
And Lionsgate, if there's no space for us in Borderlands, we will be in Now You See Me 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all be the guy that goes, where'd they go?
Huh?
You can steal from our bank vault or whatever with a magic card trick.
Yeah.
Do your best. You've just been Now You See Me face. Hang on. Did I freaking just see freaking what I think I
I'm checking my phone and I got $0 in my bank account and my pants are falling down.
My hot boxes are revealed to the whole bank.
Oh, my little tiny micro penis is on display.
I thought I saw him. I guess now I didn't. And now I'm shitting out of my front asshole.
Jesse Eisenberg's done it to me. I never thought I could be. Now you see me.
Oh, now I got guarded.
Gee whiz. Didn't expect to get now you seed me today. There you go, that's our audition.
Yeah, perfect acting reel, I think.
Anyway, Borderlands, can't wait to see it. Comes out later this year.
Very exciting stuff.
When's it coming out?
It's coming out,
Like June or something?
Probably.
I got distracted by looking about Now You See Me. It comes out in August 9th, 2024.
Okay.
Well,
Just in time for the post-summer in the northern in the northern hemisphere rush.
Yeah.
Has Eli Roth gone on record to be like, I guess now they're doing probably the press junkets to be like asking about things, or he's just
I think we're still a little bit before the press junket.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Because the trailer came out during the Super Bowl, so that's $14 million or whatever.
One of the most viewed trailers of all time,
Yeah. Crazy.
Amazing.
Lionsgate
stuff.
gave a 2022 CinemaCon panel where they showed 1 minute of exclusive footage.
Wow, and
now that's 2 years ago.
Everyone clapped.
So I'm guessing that footage was not well received.
Yes, was a dude. Was a.
No one online describing that footage.
Let's see if I can find out.
Yeah, I'd like to know. I'd like to know how bad 1 minute of footage can be. It's just so fun. Like it didn't look that
It
bad.
doesn't look terrible. That's
It
the thing.
doesn't look great. It just
Hollywood
looks
Reporter
very
does
middle of the
describe the
road.
scene. The studio shared approximately 1 minute of electric footage that showcased Oscar winner Kate Blanchett as she's never been seen before, in a fire engine red wig, toting a gun, and fighting her way through a vibrantly colored cityscape. Kevin Hart also appeared, as did Jack Black voicing the robot Claptrap, who unexpectedly takes a bullet from Blanchett's gun, delivering a punchline in response.
Okay.
Oh, you shot me.
Now I'm shitting!
This happens to me all the time.
That's the only description.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess it would have been like an action scene with a punchline at the end.
Or like, hey, we're gonna go and we're about to fight all them psychos.
I guess so.
Or we're gonna go shoot that dog.
Shoot those dogs.
And then Kate Blanchett gets confused and thinks Claptrap is a dog, so shoots Claptrap.
Yeah.
Comedy gold.
And the audience at the time was like, yeah, no. And then they took 2 years
Wow,
to
electric.
electric stuff.
Yeah,
Electric stuff from Eli Roth again. Well, yeah, I'm sure we'll see it maybe. Who can say?
Yeah, check out our base reaction coming in August.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I love the Borderlands. I love when Handsome Jack's like, "Hah!"
Yeah.
And Lilith's like, "Huh!"
Yeah.
And then Claptrap's like, "You shot me!"
Yeah.
Great punchline.
Yeah.
Great movie, great game series. Love Deadpool. Love Borderlands. Love movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
And the
back.
movies are back.
The movies are back. That's true. That is true, actually.
And Lionsgate, call us. We also love Now You See Me.
Yeah, that
Love
wasn't
magicians, dude.
evident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that scene in the second one where they've got to get that card through the vault? They're all getting like a pat down. So they're all doing like a.
Is that the one where I see that clip for some reason online all the time? Jesse Eisenberg pulls off a bunch of different costumes to be different guys.
And he's like, no, he's the one where they're just getting the card and they're like, fling. Ooh.
They're
They're flicking
it
it between themselves? Yeah.
It's actually like at one point, Lizzie Kaplan, I think, takes off her bra. So everyone's like,
They turn into, cartoon wolves.
Yeah.
Start slamming their head with their own shoe.
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Movies rock. Anyway, on that note, I've been Joel.
I've also been
I'm for Jackson.
And this has been another episode of Baseless Speculation, and we've been the BS Boys. Yeehaw! See you in the vault, Vault Hunters.
Yeah!
Pandora for life.
Yeah! Avatar?
Both.
Both Annie Pandora's good.
Yeah, the shop that sells the jewelry.